Good evening. Everybody give me a second. I'm gonna get my tripod set up here. Okay. Cool. Okay, awesome. I think we're all right. Maybe. Show me some love. Can everybody hear me? See me? Hey, Steph. Awesome. Hey, Marie. Right? Let's have some taco pizza for sure. So while I'm waiting for people to get on here, this isn't going to be that long of a video because I've done a lot of prepping because I am so hungry. So I'm excited to share this with you. And I want to also share something else. I don't get anything for sharing this. I am only sharing this out of the kindness of my heart and because I want to help you all live healthier, happier lives. But thanks to one of my awesome Vault 360 members, Jody, you know who you are. Hopefully you'll see this video. She told me about this deal at Burcott's and I thought, okay, I'm going to go check it out. Okay, if you don't shop at Burcott's, that's totally fine. I hit Burcott's every once in a while because it's right by the studio. But if you are local here in Kankakee, or if you have a Burcott's in Mantino or Moments or anywhere in any of these little small towns that are all over the place, you have to go because starting today until I think it's the 19th, don't quote me on that, but I think it's until the 19th, Burcott's is doing this deal called Fill It Fresh. And if you don't know what this is, I'm going to show you. So let me turn my camera on. So Fill It Fresh for $15. They let me take this bag and fill it, which I'm going to show you everything I got in the bag. And look I even like ripped the bag a little bit. I seriously thought that my bag was going to fall apart. So for 15 bucks, I got to fill it with the fresh produce that was included in this. And I was like, okay, it's probably going to be apples and oranges, right? No, it was not. Let me show you my counter. So I got all of this for $15. I got sweet potatoes. I got fresh cilantro. I bought a ton of red peppers because I love roasted red peppers, but sometimes they're expensive. Sometimes they're like, $2 a piece. So I got a bunch of red peppers. I got a seedless, is this a seedless? Cucumber, baked potatoes, bananas, onion, lemon. Look at all the lemons and limes, oranges. I got a bag of apples. I got some tomatoes and I got a bag of romaine. So I got all of that for 15 bucks. So because that was everything that I could fit in the bag. So this is going on at Burcott's until the 19th. So I'm plugging Burcott's in West Kankakee. You made my day. Fill It Fresh, 15 bucks for this bag. I thought that the bag was going to tear, but it didn't. So, okay. So there's my little plug for Burcott's. Let's get to the pizza. So yesterday I posted I always refer to it as a research question, that if you had to pick one food that you had to live on for the rest of your life and that was the only thing that you could eat, what would you pick? And I couldn't believe how many people said pizza and tacos. Pizza I'm not surprised at. Tacos I was a bit surprised at. I mean, I love Mexican food and I love tacos, but I thought I was surprised. So I decided to our first kickoff recipe. Alexis, I went to the Burcott's in West Kankakee. They're on West Court Street, which they've been doing an awesome job with remodeling it. So, okay. If you have questions on any of this recipe, just post it down in here because it's easier for me to go through everything that I do and then come back and answer questions. Otherwise, I'm like, my ADD starts hitting, and I'm like, it's like squirrel. I'm trying to read everything going up, and then I lose my train of thought. So I'm gonna dive into the recipe. I'm gonna go through this, show you what I did, how I did it. I'm gonna actually finish it, and then if you have questions, just type them in there, and I'll come back. Okay, so let me move all of my. Let me move all of my yummy produce out of the way. Sorry, I had a phone call. I need to put my, hang tight with me. Okay, I had a phone call. Can everybody still hear me okay? Just give me like thumbs up, because I got a phone call and I don't know if I'm still live or not. So a like or a love if you can hear me and we're good. Okay, I see a couple. Okay, thank you. All right, so this recipe tonight, this taco pizza, was actually, it's actually a twist on one of the recipes that I did during Super Bowl week. So I did a turkey crust pizza. So if you missed that, it's important that you plug into my YouTube channel. It's just Kelly Bonomo. You'll know you'll be at the right one when all of the recipes are listed on there. So make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell on there, and then that way you'll get a notification when I upload a new video. So this is a twist on the turkey crust pizza. So this recipe is gluten-free. It's potentially, it's not dairy-free, but it is gluten-free. So what I did was I used 1 pound, so you might want to write this down. I did 1 pound of 97% lean ground turkey. I did 1 packet of Mrs. Dash taco seasoning. You can find Mrs. Dash taco seasoning at Kroger, and you can also find it at Meijer. And then I used just about a ½ teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, just for a little bit of salt. So the reason why I do that is because Mrs. Dash is salt-free, and so I can better control how much salt is going into my recipe. So I did, hold on, I have an upset puppy here. 1 pound of 97% lean ground turkey, 1 packet of Mrs. Dash seasoning, about a ½ teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, 1 egg white, and 2/3 cup of quick oats oatmeal. So that's the minute oats. It's the smaller grain. So I put all of that in a bowl and mixed it up like a meatloaf. So I didn't add any other seasonings because the taco seasoning was my seasoning, right? So that taco seasoning gave me my taco meat flavor. So that 1 pound of meat, I divided into 2 balls. And then I have a 9-inch pie pan. I sprayed the pan, and then I took one of the balls, and then I smashed it down into the bottom of that pan and cooked it at 375 degrees for 30 minutes. And it made this great big taco patty. See? It's almost like a pork tenderloin, but it has that orange color because of the taco seasoning. Okay, so then after I did that, I baked that, and then I pulled it out of the oven, and then I removed it from my, here, come with me here. So I removed it from my pie pan, and then I sprayed a cookie sheet, and I put the crust on the cookie sheet, okay? Then what I do is I topped it with a little bit of mild salsa. Now, you don't have to use mild salsa if you want to use medium, or if you want to use hot or spicy with a little spice to it. So whatever, however you like your tacos. If you like spicy, by all means, use a hot salsa if you want. But the salsa is my sauce, okay? So I top it all the way to the ends. Bada bing, bada bang. Then I also chopped up some sweet onion. Even though the salsa does have onion, I love sweet onion, so I put a little bit extra on there. So you're gonna get 2 pizzas about this size. So this is probably, I don't know, about 7 or 8 inch maybe. And then I did use cheese. So I used a Mexican shredded cheese. I will tell you, 1/4 cup of this is 5 grams of fat. So I used roughly about 1/2 cup on the whole thing, okay? So, good. Topped it with my taco flavored cheese. And then I'm gonna put this back in the oven at 375. And we're gonna let it bake for about 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes until the cheese is melted. So hang tight because I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it comes out. I have one done. All right, so when it comes out, cheese is melted, looks delicious, smells delicious, but we have to finish topping it, right? Because remember, this is a taco pizza. So I'm actually gonna top it with some chopped up lettuce, right? Because what would a taco be without some lettuce? And then I am also gonna top this with some homemade pico de gallo. Now, you are going to, I'm gonna actually give you my pico de gallo recipe because you're gonna want this on top of your pizza. So all this pico de gallo was 3 vine-ripe tomatoes, 1/2 a sweet onion. Yes, I love sweet onion. The juice from 2 lime. Garlic powder, a little bit of Himalayan salt, fresh cilantro. That's it, really. Mix it up, and the flavor is phenomenal. Now, the other thing that I'm gonna add on the top of this is anytime that I have had tacos in the, hang on one second. I have somebody that's not very happy here. And hold on, let me see. Can I send Mia down there? Can I let Mia down there? She's barking at the door.
Come on.
Okay. She's standing at this.
Are you still doing your video?
Yeah, she's. Okay. Kids, right? All right, I'm almost done here. The top of this pizza. Okay, I might be one of those weird people, but I like sour cream on my tacos. Maybe you do and maybe you don't. And if you don't, that's okay. But you can leave this out. I'm gonna use, in place of sour cream, I actually got Oikos because that was all that Burkhart's had. I normally would get Faye 0%. The nutrition ratios are pretty close. So 1 cup of fat-free Greek yogurt has 22 grams of protein, 0 fat, and 9 carbs, but I'm not putting a cup of Greek yogurt on top of this. I'm only gonna do about 2 tablespoons on this whole thing. So let me show you here. So we're gonna literally 1 there, 1 there. That's it. All right, serving size, portion size. Guys, lucky you get to eat this whole pizza. And I'm telling you, this is very filling, okay? The crust is meat. You are going to be full when you eat this. Girls, you can cut it in half and you can eat half of it. So 1/2 of a pizza for you girls, whole pizza for you guys. This is the beautiful part. It's a complete balanced meal, macro-wise, protein, fat, carb. So the protein is going to be the crust, the meat. the carb is going to be your tomatoes and your veggies that are in the pico, that's in the salsa. Really, it's low carb. So if you wanted to have a little bit of fruit on the side for some dessert, you could do that too. And then your fat is going to be the cheese. The Greek yogurt would count as a little bit of carb and a little bit of protein, but no fat. So now comes the true test, because I haven't actually ate this yet. So I'm going to get my pizza cutter. Hang tight. And we're gonna cut. We're gonna cut this in half. And you know what? That Greek yogurt, it's gonna have to go on all on all 3 pieces. Okay, so here we go. Let's try it. Oh my gosh. Wow. I actually like it better than the turkey crust pizza that I did for Super Bowl. Okay. Wow. So if you have questions, file them in here. I'm going to go back, answer any questions. I'm going to, let's see. That's good. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Thanks, Brian. Does a crust freeze well? Can you prep a few and cook and pull them out later? So I've never have frozen them before, but I would say I don't see why not. What I would do is I would wrap it, Noel, in probably like some saran wrap, some plastic wrap, and just make sure that you're sealing it pretty airtight. And then I would probably use it, within a couple weeks. But I don't see why it wouldn't freeze well. I think that it would probably freeze great as long as you sealed it good. Oh, it's not nasty. I promise. It's good. Okay, Noel. The recipe will not be posted, Kim. I'm not typing it out. It'll be in my Facebook, or it'll be in my YouTube channel. And I will leave them up there. So you're welcome to go in. I went through the recipe pretty quickly. So you're welcome to watch it in my YouTube channel. And write down the recipe. It might be, I may type it out down the road and put it in one of my cookbooks. It's good. Okay, guys. Does the oatmeal give it a weird texture? No. Good question. So the oatmeal, because it was only about 2/3 of a cup, the oatmeal actually just acts as a binder. And because I put an egg white in there, it's almost like mixing a meatloaf. So, if you've ever put oatmeal in a meatloaf, you don't get an oatmeal-y texture with that because the oatmeal cooks and it's soft. So in this particular recipe, the oatmeal will just act as a binder to help that crust stick together. And because we're smashing it down, it has a crust texture to it. So it's good. All right, guys. So that is healthy hump day recipe. I'm going to be doing this every Wednesday. If you have something that you would love to see a healthy version of, plug up underneath here. Send me a message. I love coming up with new ideas and showing you how you can tweak your food to taste great and not feel guilty. You can also fried chicken. Okay. Actually, I've done that, Noel. I've done fried chicken. A healthy fried chicken. Okay, so also you can go to my website, kellybonomo.com, if you scroll to the bottom, you can sign up for my free newsletters. I have 2-minute Tuesdays that started this week that will come out every Tuesday morning. And it's just a little, I guess, insight, inspiration, motivation in your inbox every Tuesday morning. And I will see you guys back here next Wednesday for a healthy hump day recipe, and perhaps later this week with some tea time. So God bless you all. Now you can make pizza and tacos at the same time and not feel guilty eating it. So, all right, God bless you. Mwah. I'll see you next week.